In the glittering chaos of Paris Fashion Week 2016, Kim Kardashian found herself thrust into a nightmare that would redefine her existence, stripping away the veneer of invincibility that fame had bestowed upon her. Bound, gagged, and alone in a luxury hotel suite, she faced armed intruders who made off with $10 million in jewelry, a heist that wasn't just a theft of diamonds and Rolexes but a brutal theft of her sense of security. Reflecting on that fateful October night in a raw episode of The Kardashians, Kim uttered words that echo with the weight of transformation. In 2016, my life changed forever. It was a pivot point, a before and after etched into her psyche, where the reality TV diva confronted mortality, faith, and the fragility of her empire. What began as a routine trip for stilettos and selfies morphed into a harrowing ordeal, one that tested her spirit and reshaped her approach to everything from motherhood to moguldom. Hours before the robbers breached her door at the no-address hotel, Kim shared a eerily prescient lunch with sister Kourtney, a casual chat laced with dark humor about worst-case scenarios. "We were saying that if we were ever getting robbed we would say, 'Take whatever you want,'" Kourtney recounted in confessional, her voice tinged with disbelief at the cosmic coincidence. The sisters, ever the blend of glamour and grit, laughed it off as hypothetical banter amid plates of croissants and gossip about the week's shows. Little did they know, fate was scripting a script far more sinister. As Kim later detailed, the intrusion unfolded with chilling precision. Masked men in black, speaking urgent French, zip-tying her wrists and ankles, sealing her mouth with tape and dragging her into the bathroom. Her phone, left on the tub's edge, captured fragmented pleas, "Take anything you want," words ripped straight from that lunchtime jest, now a desperate mantra for survival. The terror peaked in those claustrophobic moments. Kim, stripped to her robe, convinced herself the worst was imminent. "I was sure I was going to be raped," she confessed, her voice cracking with the memory's sharpness. Visions of violence flooded her mind, not just assault but execution, her body left as a gruesome discovery for Kourtney's return. The psychological whiplash was immense. For a woman whose life was a curated feed of empowerment and excess, this was rock bottom, a stark reminder that no security detail or social clout could shield her from human malice. Yet, in that abyss something profound stirred. Clutching her crucifix necklace, a gift from her late father Robert, Kim surrendered to prayer. "I always know there's a bigger plan and it's always God's plan," she whispered to herself, a lifeline amid the panic. "No matter what, it's going to be okay." It was a moment of radical acceptance, a spiritual anchor that pulled her from despair's edge, affirming that even in violation, divine orchestration prevailed. The aftermath rippled far beyond the hotel suite. News of the robbery exploded globally, thrusting the Kardashian machine into overdrive. Friends like Simone Harush, staying in the same hotel, fired off frantic texts to Kourtney. "I just heard Kim say, 'Take whatever you want.'" The message, a digital echo of the ordeal, amplified the surreal timing, how a flippant conversation became prophetic script. Kim's immediate response was retreat, jetting back to Calabasas under a cloud of trauma. Paranoia set in, she shunned public appearances, armored her homes with Fort Knox-level security, and grappled with PTSD's insidious grip, nightmares, hypervigilance, a fractured trust in the world. Motherhood, already a whirlwind with North, St. Chicago and Psalm on the horizon, took on new urgency. "I became more present," she later shared, channeling fear into fierce protection, from childproofing protocols to therapy sessions that unpacked the event's layers. Legally, the saga dragged into 2023, with Kim returning to Paris for the trial of the perpetrators. 8 of 10 defendants convicted, sentences ranging from probation to decades, justice served but bittersweet. Testifying in a courtroom thick with French bureaucracy, she relived the horror, her poise a testament to resilience forged in fire. Yet, the verdict couldn't erase the scars. It merely bookended a chapter that had rewritten her narrative. Professionally, the incident catalyzed evolution. Pre-2016 Kim was the selfie queen, the contouring pioneer whose app and shapewear line schemes were nascent dreams. Post-robbery she emerged laser-focused, a mogul with a mission. Schemes ballooned into a billion-dollar behemoth, her law studies intensified, culminating in that 2022 bar exam pass, and her advocacy for criminal justice reform deepened, inspired by her dad's legacy. "It made me appreciate the fragility of life," she mused, crediting the ordeal with igniting a gratitude practice that grounds her amid the frenzy.